Hello everyone, the Kentucky Patriot here, out here on this very cool, crisp fall morning, sunshine, beautiful day. Got something really special I want to share with you. This is the 22 LR Federal Punch, personal defense rounds. These are flat nose, advertised here at 29 grains, and it's got an advertised velocity of 1,070 feet at the muzzle. But here's what's really cool. It says velocity achieved through a 2-inch barrel. So that's absolutely the smallest barrel. Probably no doubt you're going to be firing these rounds unless you have something smaller like a North American Arms, but that's the advertised velocity. I'll maybe open these up here in just a second and show you what one of the rounds look like. But we'd actually done some 22 testing earlier, and several of you had mentioned the Federal Punch. Well, I tried to find some Federal Punch. I did find some in 9mm, and I done a video with that, but I wasn't able to find these in 22. They're a hot item, real hot topic. Everybody wants to see these, see them tested, see how they run for EDC, personal defense, home defense, whatever the case may be. And like I said, several of you mentioned that, and I wasn't able to get any of these rounds to test. So there was a gentleman by the name of Kenneth Reisner that messaged me on or was commented on one of the videos and asked me about these rounds, and I said I would love to test them. I just hadn't been able to find them. He said, how about I send you a box? I said, oh man, you don't have to do that, but he did. He sent me a box of these. Some other rounds will be tested in another video, but this video today is brought to you by the generosity of Kenneth Reisner. Thank you so much, my friend. He sent these for us to test today, and I appreciate it greatly. And I'm super excited to see how these perform as well. And again, I'm not telling you to use 22 for defense. I'm not telling you not to. That's an endless debate. What we're doing today is not deciding or telling you what to carry or what, recommending you what to do or how to defend yourself or what round to use or gun to use. All we're doing is testing these rounds. So therefore, if you do choose a 22, you want to see how a round performs, we're going to demonstrate that for you today using the meat target as we've used in multiple videos. And what that is denim, ribs, water jug, ribs, a couple layers of denim, and then I'm gonna try to set up some water jugs behind that to hopefully capture one of these bullets. Again, Kenneth Reisner, man, you're awesome. Thank you so much for sending these. So enough of me talking, let's get to some shooting. Here it is, the Federal Punch in 22 LR. I don't know how the camera will pick this up. Your typical 22 round, except a lot of them have a dome, end or a round nose we call it. This is absolutely flat. It comes up and then it has an absolute flat tip. So I just wanted you guys to see what the round looks like if you haven't seen the Federal Punch. The gun we're using to test these rounds is the Smith & Wesson M&P compact. Just make your guess. What do you think? How many jugs you think it'll go through? My wife thought it'll stop in the second one. I'm just guessing. With it being a flat nose, I'm going to say it's going to stop in the fourth water jug. And again, what we have is 2 layers of denim, ribs, water jug, ribs, 2 layers of denim, and then I've got water jugs as the backstop to hopefully recover this bullet. So Smith & Wesson 22 M&P compact, Federal Punch versus the meat target. We are certainly going to set this up and test this again because you don't want to hang your hat on one round, but I'll be honest with you, I'm very shocked at the results. I understand the whole principle like in defensive rounds or a flat nose or sometimes a fragmenting round or different designs where you don't want it to over penetrate for a home defense or a EDC situation, because over penetration can certainly be an issue, as you all well know. And I've been wrong many times on how many jugs it'll go through, and I never fired this round. I had no idea, but I honestly thought it would go, it's probably stopping the third or fourth jug. I guessed the fourth. My wife guessed the second. It doesn't even look like it's penetrated through the first jug in ribs. So we are going to take this apart here. I'm going to try to do it on camera without making a big sloppy, nasty mess here on my table. But I want you to see it as we do it, so that way there's no trickery or no... here's the first one. You see, pulled some denim through it. Hole in the back actually looks pretty impressive, especially for a 22. Of course, it hit the water jug, and it didn't even come out of here. Look at here. It did. I see the hole right here. So there is a hole in the back of the water jug, there's a hole in, must have got caught in this rib. I'm not sure if you can see that. There's a huge bone right here, huge rib bone. And it has hit this rib bone and stopped right here in this rib. We're going to set this up again, and I'm not telling you to use or not use any round. FBI has their protocol of penetration. What they like to see a certain amount of penetration for defense, or round they'll use for law enforcement or whatever the case may be. And people have different opinions on this, but you do want a round to reach a certain amount of penetration to reach the vitals, if that makes sense. What you don't want, a lot of times people veer away from, is over penetration, like we had mentioned. So you don't want it to go through the intended target or miss the intended target, and then hurt an innocent bystander. So this, you certainly, the first round won't get over penetration, but will that be enough penetration? Well, that'll be up to you, and we're going to test this again, see if we can get some similar results. We're going to try it again, see what kind of results we get this time. Looks like we got different results this time. I'm going to unveil the secrets here and see what we come up with, but I see water coming out of this jug, out of the back of this one, and it didn't look like we caught it, because it looked like it came in and veered off this way, so we don't have a bullet to recover. One was in the ribs, and then there's this one. And I'm running out of jugs here, so we'll go ahead and unveil. I may have to come and do some more testing with this another day, because these results were very different. Got a little entry wound here, nothing, a little 22. And looks like we've got, of course, an exit wound here. And it looks like there's our 2 shots here. That was earlier, and then just now, you see the 2 holes. This is the one that actually caught the rib. You can still probably see the bullet inside of that rib. And this is the second shot here. Of course, it made it through the denim. There's the two shots, first and second shot. This jug did take some damage. This jug has got a hole in and a hole out. Unfortunately, as you can see on both sides here, there's a hole, so we did not capture the bullet. It looks like it would have stopped in this 4th jug, probably. I don't think it would have went beyond this 4th jug. Maybe it would have, but it took a bad deviation. You can see it went in, and then come out the side here, so we were not able to catch it in this jug, which is heartbreaking, because I only have so many jugs today, and I've got another 20 gauge birdshot test I want to do today with some more rounds that Mr. Reisner sent to me. So the results today are kind of inconclusive. It's not the video presentation I was hoping for. I mean, we had the ribs, we had the water jugs, and I thought sure that we could have caught it in the 4th jug on the first test, but where we had to do it more than once I could set it up again, but I'm afraid if it made it through 3 that time, it'll certainly make it through these 2 again. So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do, if I'm going to shoot one of these or save these for the next video. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you thought. Was the first round just like a squib round, or did it not perform like it was supposed to? Or is it because it hit the rib? It wasn't able to penetrate through the rib. Is that typical of this round? Because I know a lot of people really like it for defense, or or EDC, or home, whatever the case may be. You want to see me just shoot it next time in a bunch of water jugs? Hopefully we can recover the bullet and see how it performs. You want me to set up the meat target again and just try to bring some more jugs? But I had 8, and I thought, well, sure, that'll be plenty. But like I said, I want to save some for the next video. So I don't know. I was kind of surprised. Like I said, the first shot, I thought it would stop in the 4th jug. It looked like it had power to make it through 3. It would have probably stopped in this 4th jug or maybe the 5th, but it took, like I said, a bad bounce for us. So anyway, it's not exactly the results I was hoping for. It's not exactly what I wanted today. I was wanting to really capture that bullet. So my apologies, but I do appreciate you watching the 22 Federal Punch versus the meat target. Thanks again for sending those rounds, Mr. Reisner. Appreciate it greatly. God bless you. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook. Leave your comments in the description below. As always, keep it family friendly. Would you do me a huge favor? Like, share, and subscribe. The Kentucky Patriot, signing off. Folks, we concluded the video, or at least we thought we did, and I went ahead and finished another video that I had planned for today that will be coming out soon. But I was just real unhappy after we were finished with the results. It was very inconclusive, so we had a little extra time. So me and Miss Kentucky Patriot just hopped in the car. We ran to town. We got several more water jugs, so hopefully we can set this up and capture a bullet and hopefully have a little bit more understanding of the round. And like I said, just one day, a few rounds, it isn't going to be the end-all be-all when it comes to testing of any round. But these Federal Punch rounds were kind of a hot topic, and I really wanted to do a little better with the video. So got it set up again, meat target, everything's set up the same. We're going to try it again and see what kind of results we get with the Federal Punch rounds, meat target, more water jugs. Hopefully we can recover a bullet this time. Fresh water jugs, new meat target, 22 Federal Punch. Let's try it again, see what kind of results we come up with. All right, let's see what we got. I'm gonna go ahead and take this down so it don't get my table any worse than what it already is. We'll unwrap this meat and denim package here. Okay, looks like the meat on the front. There's a 22 hole in and out. You can see the hole in the water jug there. There the denim. Hole there. Denim on the back. Looks like we have a bullet hole right here, just kind of in and out. Through the denim. Through the denim. Now let's look right here and see what we got. I'm gonna squeeze this, so I hope I don't hit my camera lady here. We may have caught a bullet in the 2nd jug. We do. We certainly have a bullet this time. My apologies. I felt it fall right through my fingers, and I had to call in the reinforcements so Miss Kentucky Patriot come over and help me dig through the grass. But that is it. That is the round Federal Punch. No expansion. Straight pass through. Stopped, I believe, in the 2nd jug. So this is really unusual that the tests are this. The variation of each round is really shocking to me. I've got water jugs, like I said, I've got some fresh ones. I'm going to set this up again because the 1st and 2nd and 3rd result have all been quite different. So let's try this again one more time. Meat target, water jugs, the Federal Punch, and let's see what kind of results we get. I'm going to try it once more. Let's see what happens, see if the results are any different. Okay, here we go. Let's check out the results. I'm going to go ahead and set this down here so I don't get any more blood or meat juice on the table here. Get my handy dandy knife out. That duct tape, that's not regular duct tape. That's Kentucky duct tape. It's like normal duct tape, but a lot tougher and stronger. Anyway, I don't know if this is any interest to you or something that you even care about. This is just information I'm going to throw out. But more times than not with this round, the slide's not locking back when the last round's fired. Now, whether that's a gun issue or it's with the round, whatever the case may be, not sure if that even matters to you one way or the other, but I did notice more times than not on the last round, my slide has not been locking back. Here we go. Entrance. Can't really see much here, but that's it right there. Of course, the denim, water, complete pass through. Looks like we've got a small pass through here. Can't really tell hardly any damage, just a little tiny hole. Same thing here. Looks like we definitely got pass through here. And no pass through here, so I don't see the round. We'll check again, but it looks like there's a complete pass through. Unless it didn't have enough to get all the way through, but it looks like it did come through the back. I do not see the round in here, so we did not capture the round. See, look, I hear something rattling in there, but I can't see it. So if I do dump this out and find it, I do see it. I'll take that back, I do see it. Now this time what I'm gonna do is dump it out on the table. It might make a watery mess, but what I'm gonna do is dump it out on the table so that way you can see the bullet and we can hopefully catch it off, dig through the dirt again. But it did in fact catch this round. This is a little unorthodox, but I don't want that round to bounce on the ground like I did last time. I want you to see it as it comes out. What must have happened is you seen it, there was a hole on both sides. So what happened was it must have had enough velocity to puncture the plastic on the back side, but when it hit the other water jug, it didn't have enough to go completely through to pass through the plastic on this water jug. So what you got is a hole on each side without a pass through. I know it's kind of weird, but you've seen it happen. Let me know what's your experience with the Federal Punch. I know this is a hot topic. I really like the round in 9mm. I thought it done a fantastic job. In 22, I don't know. You tell me. You've seen all those other rounds I tested. Some mushroomed, some had good penetration. This, I don't see any expansion. I don't see where, I know it penetrates that deep. I don't know. You tell me. Again, Kenneth Reisner, man, you're awesome. Thank you so much for this test today. You guys, if you use this, if you carry this, if you've tested this, let me know in the comments below. I'm not telling you to use this round. I'm not telling you not to. We're just out here doing an independent test today. Let me know what you think about the Federal Punch. What's your experience? Does your slide lock back? Is it common with this? Or, you know, I'm new to Federal Punch. I'm going to tell you up front, I don't have any experience with it really at all, other than what I had here and then the other day with the 9mm round. So like I said, 9mm, I was impressed. So let me know, you have any experience in any other calibers with the Federal Punch? Let me know what you think about the 22 LR. Do me a favor, would you like, subscribe, share, comment? It really helps me out. It really means so much to me. We do all this for just enjoyment and pleasure, and appreciate you watching so much. Again, tell Kenneth in the comments below that you appreciate him and you know, bringing this video to us today by the gift of his ammo. Wish you and yours the very best. May God bless you. The Kentucky Patriot signing off.